What is going on, Shedheads? Is my microphone not working?
We
Nope,
hear
it's
you.
working. We're good.
Yeah,
Just
I hear
check
you.
just checking over you on the old OBS, making sure the levels was right and all that good stuff. I can actually move this a little bit closer. But yeah, guys, it's Friday night and we got something excited planned for tonight's episode. If you guys not see the cloud check or hear us talk about it, in the previous episodes, we've got something special planned today. Let me get extra light going on over here.
Right now we can't hear you that good, James.
Yeah, I was way over here. I'm just fixing lighting. But we got something new from Steel Valley Vapors. The three of us have finally got our bottles in, and I gotta say I'm pretty excited to try it out. That banana bottled violence. So before we get to anything, let's start the show off as we normally do, and then we'll crack into how this is gonna go about. So Chris, what are you vaping on, man?
All right, I'm gonna keep it super simple. I got the Arcless V2 with the Arcane on top. It's Sean remembered the name of the drip tip, but I forgot it's chopped off from DHD.
Lapis lazuli.
Lapis, yes, lapis. And there's Brimstone coils in here. The liquid that I got is Georgie, Wild Balance Georgie. You guys know it's one of my favorite liquids that I can buy. Um, and other than that, obviously, I'm then later going to be rocking the Dreamer with the RDA2 on top in gold with I think it's a actually an ardent drip tip. Oh, actually, no, never mind. It's what's the copperish one from
Copper
Just
rose.
Marie?
I'm not sure.
Copper
Copper
Rose.
rose.
It's a Copper Rose. And it has also breeze tones in there. And obviously I'm gonna be rocking the banana custard in.
Hell yeah, dude.
And yeah, that's it.
Nice.
That's it for me. So Sean, go ahead.
All right. Well, I decided to break out the old Vert 2 and throw my
Ooh.
RDA 2 on top of that. Ooh. And inside of that guy, or on top of that, first off, we got the grape chip chop top, old DHD classic. But inside of that, something different. Bet you guys never expected to see this happen. Come on, camera.
Let's
You
if we
worked for
ever
me
get to
before.
see it. Oh, there you go.
So this is Crumb's Tobacco Red Label.
Is it tobacco?
So your boy ran into a situation where he was out of liquid and needed to go to a vape shop because my order was delayed. Fun story. When I go in and start talking to the person behind the counter, they inform me that this is definitely the line I want to investigate. Though this is a tobacco, a red label flavor, as they're calling it, it's basically strawberry shortcake.
What? So they just call it a tobacco. So like the government's like, oh, it's just a tobacco.
Interesting.
Wow.
There might be like the faintest hint of a tobacco flavor note in there, but it blends in with like graham or something else that's in there, and you don't even know it's there. It literally tastes like a strawberry shortcake. And when I found that out and started digging into this flavor line, I found out there's a lot of cool flavors that I can go and experiment with at my local vape shop. So
Hell yeah,
yeah,
dude.
that was a fun and exciting come up this week, which I needed because it's been a crazy week. So I'll be throwing the banana custard on the old squy, and I don't even know what coils are in there anymore. It's been so long. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Sick. And for me, I've got, of course, what you guys seen in the cloud check, Odin V2 with the old RDA2 on top. We did a little black and white action. I should probably change the color of the screen. You know what? Let's do that right now. Let me in. Oh, I've got the buttons locked, I think. No. Yes. No. Ha. Got it. Okay. Bear with me, people. Just, talk amongst yourselves. You know what I mean? This is just, okay, now we're back to our regular scheduled program. There we go. Extra matchy now. Got that just white chop top. Got the Drip Theory triple 28s on the inside with that boy mango because it's my all day, every day. I literally, look at how bad this is, guys. I have 3 other bottles sitting here, and I think they all have liquid in them still. So it's just like when I can't find a bottle, I just reach into my box of juice and grab up another one, and now I have four bottles that I'm gonna have to pop open and just consolidate into one, just because this is ridiculous. But anywho, other than that, I'm going to go ahead and wake up the OG RDA for vaping, 2-hole crew, hashtag 2-hole crew, with a nice black pearl chop top on top of there. And I believe this has got some Breeze Tones triple 28s with a wrap taken off, bringing them in at a nice 0.11. Beautiful build, 2.5 millimeter. I'm glad I remembered that. So when I go pull this wick, I don't pull off too much. And we're going to be throwing that banana in there, man, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited. So before we get to any of the fun stuff here, guys, we got to find out what's going on over in that thing we like to call the shed. So it's time for what's new in the shed.
Yeah, I'm excited for this episode that's about to drop because we get heavy on some music talk this week. So we're talking about new music that we've been checking out when music changes. We're talking about people who are taking cover songs to new places and just making it their own. And we even get into that whole experience of when music takes you back into an exact moment. Very cool episode. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I know anytime we get talking about music, we are pretty passionate about what we dig for music, so it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's what we got into. So you can find it, Shed Time Podcast, on all your favorite platforms, as well as shedtimepodcast.com. And as I bring it to a close, I got to say, that's a nice Dixon you got hanging out
Dude,
there.
actually, shout outs to my main man, Mr. Grim Green. Hooked me up with the fresh Dixon. I think this is actually the one he was wearing yesterday, which makes it even more funny that I'm wearing it today. You know what I mean? So 2 streams in a row, you get to see this shirt. And I gotta
Boosh.
say, pretty fucking dope. Gotta say, it's pretty nice, man. It's definitely my style for sure.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Appreciate the hell out of you, Nick. You're a scholar and a gent, my friend. But yeah, dude. Speaking of other, cool, gifts or things we've received in the mail, I think it's time we start getting into this old banana custard. So if you guys have watched like the past 2 week, the shit.
Yeah,
God
2
damn
weeks.
it. The past 2 weeks, then you guys have seen Sean was the first to receive it. And we did this thing where we all did a little bit of a knuckle test each time we got it. And Sean did his, I did mine, and Chris has finally received his bottle. So he's going to do the inaugural knuckle test, first impressions. And then we're going to all go ahead and get in here, wick something up, and try this bad boy out. So Chris, go ahead, crack the bottle. Give it a little knuckle test and let us know what your thoughts are. I'm curious to hear what your opinion is. I'm honestly, Sean, if you want to do it as well, I'm actually going to go back in for a second knuckle as a reminder.
I'm with that actually,
Just because, why not?
oh my god, just smelling it out the bottle.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. So, dude, I haven't been this excited for like a liquid in a while, and I don't know why I'm so excited about it, because it's like, I think it's just because it's another banana liquid that I think I might just like love. And the only other one that I've got at the moment is it's Boulé. Boulé or bust when it comes to banana for me.
There's like this creaminess.
And that's why I think I'm going to like it, is because
the
that's kind of
smell
what
of it.
but I don't know. We'll see. Chris. Sorry. Let's get your opinions, dude. I want to hear Chris's. And then, of course, Sean, if you want to get yours in again, go for it. So I just did mine, and I gotta say I'm pretty excited.
Okay, so I think that it's going to be a pretty creamy banana. Um, I'm definitely tasting like a good amount of vanilla still.
Mm-hmm.
It makes
I
me
mean,
want.
it doesn't taste like it's going to be a candy banana.
No.
It makes me want vanilla pudding.
Dude, honestly, you know what? Now that you say that, like you obviously don't have the cookie component of what I'm gonna say, but like banana pudding, Nilla wafers, you know what I mean?
Oh, like
Or like a banana pudding with like a little bit of some like whipped cream or something.
I don't know. I need to wick this though. I need to get it on some wicks.
All right, so speaking of that, let's get into this. Let me see if this is gonna work here. Let's go boom, boom. Wow, there we go. Look. Oh, you like that quick camera change, boys? Pow pow. Yeah, I put the shirt on, all of a sudden I turn into Mr. Grim Green. Oh, you know what? Just to be safe, let's make sure they're burning nice and even. Ooh. Oh, looks good. Looks good. Dude, banana pudding, Nilla wafers, Nick. Dude, tell me that shit doesn't sound delicious right now. It may be just the pre-show shed time, but
I mean, I could totally
I'll be
go for
down.
like a banana pudding parfait with some vanilla wafers and shit. Yeah, let's go.
dude,
I could even like add a little bit of fucking coconut to that, like some toasted coconut. Ooh,
I
I'm
pulled
just
out the perfect amount of wick too, by the way, boys. Pretty proud of myself.
that's what's up.
I'm suddenly reminded as I'm talking about parfait that bit from Donkey and Shrek. You know what I like? Parfaits. You know, nobody ever says, you know what I don't like? I don't like parfait. Everybody loves parfaits.
Dude, I haven't seen Shrek in so long. The only thing I think about now is when I hear Shrek is the fact that I found out that Chris Farley was the original Shrek, and unfortunately, he passed before they finished.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
You can actually find some like uh voice clips of like him uh, around on the internet as Shrek, and dude, it would have been pretty fucking dope.
It's it's surreal, honestly, to hear. Because especially now we're so conditioned to know Mike Myers' voice as Shrek to hear
It's
Farley do
completely
it.
different, dude.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's wild.
Dude, I'd never heard that before.
Yeah,
Right
dude.
now.
I found out about it, like the fact that it was true, when I listened to a episode of Fly on the Wall with David Spade and Dana Carvey. They had Mike Myers on and he talked about it. I was like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
How crazy too that like from that perspective, Mike Myers had to fill those shoes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, especially because him and they must have been friends at that point
Sorry.
for years.
I did all of that completely off camera. Sorry, everybody. So you guys get to just see me tuck wicks. Yay. Dude, another reason why I love this RDA still to this day. Wicking, as long as you cut them at, the perfect length, you just fucking bloop, bloop. And then it looks beautiful every time. Glad this isn't a quick wick, because I think I would have whooped you guys' butts with the old RDA 2. Or the
are you sure?
RDA for Vape and V1. We might have
I
to do it, Sean.
I had that thing already wicked sitting here spinning it when you went back on camera like, "Oh, sorry." Like I was just sitting here like I've been wetting these wires, bro.
No, well, I wasn't trying to do this fast right now, but I'm saying
Neither was
this is one
I.
that I think I could fucking knock out super fast, bro, because I built this thing and rewicked this thing so many times. But then again, didn't we do one on the RDA too? And you whipped my ass? Probably.
I mean, that's possible.
Not many things I've been able to beat Sean at other than the games at the end of the show.
I don't know how I'm so fast. It just sort of happens.
I think that this is going to be a little bit less banana than I thought.
You think?
I think so.
Fucking Grim says Sean Typhon already wicked it, vaped it, pulled it out, rebuilt it, and re-wicked it.
Oh, dudes. This is going to be an angry one.
Oh,
Yeah, mine is pretty rippy too, to be honest. But yeah, but no, when I smell it, right? Like when I hit the fire button and I smell it,
Oh, I gotta be
it
careful.
doesn't. It like loses banana.
yeah, I know what you're saying. To me, it's a lot more just vanilla custard right now.
Yeah, like I feel like if I put it in a much tamer setup, I might have a different
Hold on.
experience.
Can you guys hear this?
Oh,
A little bit.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty gnarly. Okay, you guys about ready to take a rip ski?
let me just make a.
I think so.
Adjustment.
I got the Dreamer in the hand. The setup looks good
Oh,
to
do
me. I
wanna
don't
set
know. I
this
think
up
the
on
setup
something?
looks
You know
pretty
what?
fucking
No, I'm
good.
gonna rock this on the old Guardian. Got set to about 92 watts.
You saw me win.
All right,
I'm
let's
just
hit it,
gonna
boys.
start
Let's
vaping
try
it.
it out. We're gonna take 3 nice pulls on it.
Gonna re-drip it.
Okay, maybe 2 more pulls. Maybe 2 more.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just
Yeah,
chilling. I'm
maybe-
just gonna
maybe
vape
2
it a
more.
bit.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 drips
Well, I mean,
worth
I
of
gotta-
hits.
I have the opportunity to adjust some airflow, so I do
Yeah,
wanna
dude,
see,
mess with your
like,
airflow a little
what
bit.
my airflow is gonna do.
I can't adjust my airflow.
Me neither. It is what it is. But
I can cover it with my fingers
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that's what
try
I'll
that.
do.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover
Half
up 1
airflow.
hole, so I got a 3-hole crew.
It's a bit rowdy for cutting that airflow
Yeah.
in half for me.
I don't suggest that night. I dripped a little extra in there, so
It just like
It just-
helped it
it-
hit the back.
yeah, just
You're like,
hit me right in the back of the yeah.
okay, I'm ready to talk about it whenever you guys are.
Are you? Sean,
Yeah, I think so.
You ready?
Like it might change a little bit. Like I'll give a later impression
Yeah.
later. I can give an early one though.
No
doubt.
We gotta find out if Sean's ready though. If Sean's ready, then maybe we'll think about it.
I mean, I think I can give a first impression.
All right. Well, this is what we're gonna do, guys. We'll start off with a shed time break. we're back. Gotcha. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your shed time break. But we actually just wanted to spend a little bit more time with this thing and actually kind of talk it over amongst ourselves. Just so we can kind of give you guys, maybe a little bit more of an in-depth first impressions than, just a couple rips on these things. So I'm actually going to take another toot ski here. If one of you guys want to start it off and kind of, give your opinion, by all means.
Well, it's definitely a light banana. Um, People who are sketched out by banana, I don't think will have to worry because it is a very light banana. Um, it just kind of like I find it leaves more of a banana aftertaste. It's not really banana up front. It's just super creamy up front, and then it's like a nice banana back note that's just kind of super mellow and clean.
All right. What do you think there, Chris?
Well, I'd have to agree with Sean. It's definitely like a light banana. I don't think it's like definitely not over the top. Like it's present.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like banana custard. I feel like it's just like it's more of a blend. You know what I
Yeah, so
mean?
it's like lighter on the banana. I could have personally, to my taste, like done with considerably more banana, but it's definitely like pretty creamy. There's definitely like a, to me, like a buttery note to it. Um, like within the banana and like the custard. Um, but like overall, like I mean, I could all day vape this for sure thus far. Like there's
Yeah.
no turn off. It's just I think that that's what I taste. What do you think?
First off, Earn, he says any hint of runts? No, dude.
No, it's not a Canadian banana. It's more like a pudding
Neither
banana.
does Boule, bro. I don't know why you're sleeping.
Yeah, yeah, and I'll agree with that. It's very much more of like a pudding banana.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's not like a fresh banana, but it's not a candy banana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like this is like to me, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I would say it's light, but I wouldn't say it's too light to where you're not gonna notice it. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just like barely there. Like it's there. You know what I mean? But like I feel like kind of what Sean says, like you definitely get more of like the creamier part up at the front, and like as you're exhaling, you get a lot more of that banana, and the banana is what sits on your tongue a little bit more. Of course, you still get those custard notes that like kind of linger around. From if you know Will's custard, you'll be familiar to that flavor because it's pretty similar to like those same things. But I feel like it's more of like a creamier banana, I guess maybe like almost like a pudding, but maybe more of like a banana cut. I don't know. Like it's like it's
well, like like I was saying, like it almost reminds me of like a banana meringue pie, right, or a banana
yeah,
cream pie.
because it's
In
light.
that,
Like the flavor itself is light. Like it's not heavy in any way. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
even
like
though
this
it's creamy,
doesn't
it's not like a heavy cream. You know what I mean? Like it's like the whole flavor itself's kind of like a little bit lighter than like what custards I feel like normally are.
like
Do
it's
you
weird
guys
to
get
say it, but
that?
it feels airy.
Yeah.
Yes, like if this were an edible substance, it would be like a whipped mousse or something. It would be super airy
And it's
and
like
it would be
as you
very
kind of like
light.
move it around your mouth, you get more of like the flavor kind of like mixes and you get it. Like I don't know. It's good though. Like I agree with Chris. This is something I could smack a bottle of for sure. Like this is probably going to be in rotation for a bit. Um, but yeah, dude, it's banging. Like
I
I'm
think
honestly not mad at it at all.
I think you kind of as it's like continuing to settle into the cotton, you definitely have like a banana cream note going on somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe it's just
because
the
it
way
is
that
it's
like because like there is I do kind of like the buttery note that Chris is talking about a little bit. After he said it, I was like, okay, maybe that's what I'm kind of getting at that. And like the more I vaped, I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying there. And it's kind of like on that transition from the cream to the banana, like as you're vaping it, like you kind of get like a little buttery, you know, like layer in it maybe. you know?
As I kind of nose and mouth exhale, I kind of see what you're saying.
It's like as the flavor changes, like as it's like sits on the palate, you know what I mean? Because like you said, you do get more of that cream up front, but then like it as it's transition, you kind of get like the buttery and almost like the egginess of the custard pops there for a second, and then all of a sudden you get that banana wave. I feel like it's kind of
Th-
like a wave of like from cream to banana with that custard, kind of lingering sort of.
there's something I had said when we were in our
It's balanced for sure. Well, I feel like nothing's like really taking over anything. I feel like they all kind of like mix together very well, and like as you vape it, you got kind of like get the different, you know what I mean, through the
yeah, like
process.
it just kind of reminds me of like this, like if you've ever had, like, has anybody ever had sponge candy? The way that, like,
Mm,
as you bite and chew into sponge candy, it just kind of like dissolves.
I don't know if I've
It
ever had
almost like it's
sponge.
so weird to use a texture to describe a vape flavor, but like that's the kind of experience I'm having when I vape it, where it's kind of like I vape it, I experience this flavor, and then it's like something just kind of like spreads across the tongue and becomes a new experience for a second. Does that make sense?
Trip, dude. The fuck is sponge candy? Yeah, dude. I didn't know about it either.
Aaron says shit's weird. It is, dude. It's like it's basically this like super puffed up sugar, and then they coat it in chocolate, and so like at first you bite it and it's super crisp, and then as soon as like your saliva touches the inside, it like melts.
Oh, real quick too, by the way, Toonie asked, he's like, Frames, I dig the hashtag shed time sign, but I'm scared to ask how long it's been there. I think I think it's on you guys have only seen it for a week. Like I think it was on last week's show, like for the first episode. I don't know if it was
That
no,
sounds about
I
right.
didn't have it
Yeah,
before the new year. I got it
yeah. It
like
was on last week's
I got
show.
it during the weekend of the new year. Like well, it arrived. Yeah, you guys dig it though? Pretty sick, right? Anywho, I totally forgot. I never even mentioned it. I just like let it rock. I think it was just because I was gonna wait to see who noticed. But Toonie did. I think someone else said something last week, but I don't remember. Anywho, yeah, dude. Anyways, back into this flavors though. Dude, I'm actually pretty impressed, man. Like I was super excited about getting this liquid and trying it out, just because like banana, dude. I gotta at least taste it. You know what I mean? Not all of them have been for me. Not all of them have been like Boule to where I can like smack bottles of. But I feel like this one I could definitely smack a couple bottles, dude. But I think I might also kind of lean with Chris, like a little extra banana I wouldn't be mad at. But like for someone who wants to just try a banana flavor and maybe is like kind of scared, like Sean was saying, I feel like this would be a good tiptoe into like a banana because it's definitely got like more of like a cream component to it to kind of help balance it out.
You know, like
Um,
I don't know like what flavoring it is, but it's like a really classic flavoring. I feel like there's like if somebody handed me this bottle, okay, and said, "Yo, this is a Vapetasia Killer Custard Banana," I'd be like, I could kind of see it. Like it has like that old school like custard to it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
No, 100%. I know what you mean.
And
It
it's like
it
more noticeable in this than it is in his vanilla custard, I think.
I think I kind of get what you're saying because, dude, the
Yep.
one thing I noticed when I like vape custard flavors in general, whenever I end up like tasting or drinking anything else after that, like that custard note kind of comes back all of a sudden and like kind of like hits me or like it's kind of like just like pops back up on the taste buds. And I get that a lot with this. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but
Yo, it does because I did it Like I took a vape of a whole different flavor,
Hmm.
went back, hit the banana again, drank water, and was like exactly what you're talking about. And it's a flavor that sits in the center, but the back of your
Yeah,
tongue.
yeah. Yep, yep, yep,
Yep.
yep,
And
yep.
it just all of a sudden it's like, oh hi, I'm still here.
Hmm.
Yep.
It
Tasting it
kind
again
of,
right now.
honestly, Chris, like it kind of reminds me of like one of the first like custards like I tried from you, sort of like that, just like that aftertaste, because that's something that I used to get a lot whenever I vape like your custards, or I think maybe even was like when it like you're saying like vape Tasia, because I did vape a couple of bottles of those before too.
It's like I don't know how to describe it other than like I can kind of like feel it in my cheeks and
Yep,
like on my tongue, and it's almost like
in your jowls.
yeah, in the I guess yeah, in the jowls of your mouth.
Yeah.
And it's like almost got this like slight like brown sugar or honey feeling.
Like the way that it sits. Is that what you're saying?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh
I'll
yeah,
agree with
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. I get it.
Like a heavy thickness that doesn't really exist. It's weird. That's the
Which is not
fun.
bad, which is not bad for the
That
record. I just
that's the thing that I think is why I love the pairing of a good custard with like coffee. Because like drinking coffee and that exact component of a flavor experience, I think go well together.
yeah, like now I can't shake it.
Yeah.
It's like it comes in pretty quick for me now.
Yeah.
Like now that it's like on my mind.
Well, it's because we're talking about it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's on my
I,
mind. So like
I
I'm
was like, I
like,
gotta vape another flavor for a minute. The fucking cap is too hot from chain vaping it.
Well, that's why I'm trying not to like rip on it, rip on it, rip on it, rip on it. I'm just trying to take like a nice big one, chill on it for a minute. You know what I mean? Let it do its thing. Okay. The nose exhale is interesting because I smell the custard more. You know what I mean? Like I pick
Mm-hmm.
up the custard more in the nose. It's a good one, people. It's a good one. I think it's worth giving it a shot. Of course, I'm not sure if it's available as of yet, but when it is, we'll definitely let you guys know. Of course,
Yeah.
you know, hit up good old Will over there at Still Valley Vapors, and he'll be able to hook you up, no problem. Other than that, let's see. And I want to see if anybody else uh has any questions or anything in the chat here that I may have missed. Um, don't look like it. Um,
don't forget to vote,
oh
people.
yeah, don't forget to vote in the poll because that's about to get pulled here again soon, dude. You know what? We might do a world's first, bro.
What's that?
Maybe not. Maybe
Okay.
we should. Maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe we should. Should we?
I don't know.
Sean knows what I'm talking about.
I
You gotta
mean,
know what I'm talking about, bro.
I,
What we usually do
I'm
around this
not
time.
opposed, but is it going too far?
Ah, man. All right, all right, all right.
What?
I was thinking possible double shed time break.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it might be too much involved for that to happen right now at the moment. Now that I think about it, should have been prepared. Anywho, any last minute vote? See, Tooney was like double shed time, dude. He's down for it.
I don't know if he's down for it, but he was guessing.
Well, If he's guessing, then he's down. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm just feeling like it could make this game a lot of fun.
He's voting for shed faced game time. So
Hashtag shed faced. Hashtag shed shit face. Oh wow, he added the shit in there. Go for a second shed time break, boys. You deserve it. All right. Well, if Kevin K says it,
well, fuck,
then
man.
we got to.
I guess so.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll let Sean actually say it this time.
Roll it up, light it up, smoke it up. Inhale, exhale.
right, and we're back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your double shed time break. World's first. But we're back and we're gonna go ahead and end this poll and see what the official game is for tonight. And of course, crowd favorite, one we've been playing for quite a while here, and we do have our fact finder or king of random facts, just because he's got books that he just so happens to have with random facts in it. Mr. Sean Typhon, to start us off with this game. And what we do is read off a quote unquote fact or possibly fiction, and you guys have to decide whether it is in fact a fact or possibly some completely made up bullshit fiction. And all you gotta do is drop in chat fact or fiction. Those are the two, only two acceptable answers. No true, no false, no this nor that. Fact or fiction. That's how the game works. So with that, let's start it off with, of course, Mr. Sean Typhon. What you got, man?
All right. Well, we're going to kick this one off with some celebrity fact or fiction. So, fact or fiction. Sylvester Stallone went to beauty school after he graduated high school.
I'm gonna say
fucking see
fact
that.
because I feel like I may have heard that somewhere. Maybe.
I don't know if I've ever heard it, but like, I mean, I could explain the path that he took once he got to Hollywood. He like went like all Rambo and shit. Like no pun intended. Actually, I guess it was sort of pun intended. No, I'm gonna guess. Yeah. I'm gonna say that's a fact.
So you're going fact so far. Chat is heavy on fact. I got one from Ryan, one from Ern, one from Addy Tooney. There's another fact from Mallory. Got a couple fictions popping up from Ronnie and Drip Theory. Fishy with a fact. Anthony Ramella with a fiction. Anthony Ramella, shout out to you, big homie.
Yo, Anthony.
If you guys aren't checking him out on the Friday Fallout, what are you guys doing with your late Friday night? Or early, I don't know. Depends on what part of the country you're in, I guess, right? Right. It's late for me, but I'm getting old these days. I'm that like, oh man, 10 o'clock is past my bedtime.
If I see it, the 10 o'clock news start, I swear.
Legit, I'm like, oh,
I'm gonna
God,
wake up extra sore tomorrow.
but the Sandman's in my eyes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the truth of the matter is, it's a fact.
Crazy.
Oh, Sly went to beauty school after high school. He needed a trip.
Give me 1 second, boys. I'll be right back. Just talk amongst yourselves for a second.
All right. Sean, like I will say that like I don't think that I've ever heard that, but like that doesn't seem that unreasonable either. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that like Sylvester Stallone was a pretty boy and that's why he went. That's nothing to do with that. It's just that I'm saying he seems like the kind of person that might have been into that.
No, it's just it's
You
so
know what I mean?
funny because like it's a weird juxtaposition when you think about Rambo. And,
Yeah, it's like it's
Rocky.
Rambo.
You know what I mean? It's Rambo. It's fucking Rocky.
Dude, it's every single character he ever played.
You know what I mean? And yet this is a dude who is in, beauty school, learning how to cut hair and do makeup and, all that cosmetology work. Like, that's wild.
Yeah, dude, that is pretty wild.
I mean, it's one of those things like when you hear about football players or hockey players who take ballet courses, and you're like, wow, that's just such a weird juxtaposition. Like, sure, it makes sense. Keeps you flexible and limber in the off season. Great. All right, cool. That makes sense. But yeah, just really?
All right. Well, since you're talking about kind of like sports and stuff, fighters or whatever. I got one for you guys. Boxing was actually illegal in the U.S. at one point.
Is it like boxing blanket? Like a blanket term of boxing? Like just boxing?
Like like boxing as the sport of boxing.
Okay. Man, there's like a pretty long history, right? So like, do I think that it has been banned in the last 50 years? I don't think so. But I'm also not much of a boxing fan. But boxing's been around for a really long ass time. So like, I'm gonna say that at one time it was, and that's what you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's a fact, personally.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to fact too, just because it feels right.
All right. We got
It feels good.
couple facts, 3 fictions. Sorry, Ronnie, it's either fact or fiction, man. True don't count. We got another fact from Fishy. So it's pretty split as far as the chat goes, but with the two of you added to it, looks like facts winning it out. And yeah, it's a fact. It was not until the state of New York legalized it in 1896, with other states following soon after.
Wow. All right. Are you guys ready for mine? Okay. You lose most of your body heat through your head.
Fact.
All right. James is going quick fact.
Just makes sense to me.
Sean's thinking on it.
Well, so here's the thing, right? I've heard this stated as a fact my whole life growing up. But what I'm thinking is like, is this in fact one of those old wives' tales? And I'm gonna go with fact. I think it's
It's your head and your feet.
You're going with fact. We got a lot of facts. Anthony, it's the top head. There's a couple fictions, Country Boy and Drip Theory. And I'm just gonna tell you guys, it's not a fact. It's
What?
actually fiction. The facts are that you only lose more heat out of your head because more commonly it is the only thing that is not covered. But if you were like naked, you would not lose any more heat from anywhere. It would be even throughout your entire body. So if I'd have said when you're fully clothed, maybe then that would work. But like the facts are that you don't actually
got
lose
us on
anything more.
fucking some fucking.
No, but dude, if you're naked,
no, I know, but
it's even, right? Like
no, I get what you're
You're
saying.
not gonna be naked.
I get what
all
you're
the
saying,
time.
but the way you worded it, you pulled one on us. So it's cool, dude. We do it. We
I
all do
didn't
it.
even think
We
that
all
I
do
pulled
it.
one.
We all do it from time to time, but it's cool.
All right,
you know?
all right. My bad.
I'm just fucking with you. Dude.
That's how this game works.
I
That's
know
the point of the game.
I know exactly, but it's not any fun if you can't, poke fun at your boys when you get it wrong. All right, so Sean, back to you.
Let's see. All right. A man's sperm count is at its highest first thing in the morning when he wakes up.
Don't really.
I
know.
think that's probably not true because I would assume that like a man's sperm count would be highest when like they're the most aroused, I guess. Because I would figure that like that's when your body be like, you need this, like get it on deck, as opposed to just waking up. But that also could be why a lot of people wake up with the classic, morning W, if you know what I mean. Not to take it too far. Say it one more time.
A man's sperm count is at its highest first thing in the morning when he wakes up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with fiction.
I'm gonna just say fact because why not?
Just split the difference.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's going on in the chat too. It looks like I'm seeing very big split out there in the chat. A lot of fact and fiction, and the truth of the matter on this one is it is a work of fiction.
God damn it!
It is actually in the afternoon.
Yes, that makes sense.
Your morning W is usually
afternoon
because you take a leak.
delight.
Skyrockets in flight. There you go. There you go. But yeah, your morning wood is because you have to take a leak.
Oh,
It's
that's
your
supposed to wake you up.
it's your body's way of ensuring that you don't wet the bed.
Oh,
When a man's in that state, there is a pinching that happens so that you cannot urinate. You can't pee in that state. And anybody who's tried to, after doing the deed while still in that state, knows it's next to impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's because when that happens, it's like there's a valve inside you that switches. That way, you're never mixing the two different things that come through that space. When it's time for getting on, we need the boys to come through. We can't have any pee in there.
true.
So your body's like, flip the valve. So it's your body's way of going, nope, you ain't gonna wet the bed. You're a grown up now,
Crazy.
Dude, it's like that inner mind.
right? It's things your body does when you're not looking.
All right. You guys ready for mine?
Hit it.
All right, here we go. Alcohol is considered a performance enhancing drug in most shooting sports.
Man, see, like when you say it, I almost feel like it could be because that'll calm people down, right? And like that's one of those things that like you're standing there, but also it can, pull you down to the point of like there could be a bad thing that happens because you might have had a little too much before. I think that that's a fact.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna go with it being a fact on the grounds that I know there was the Olympic snowboarder who got his medal taken away because he tested positive for marijuana and they called it a performance enhancing drug.
Yeah, Ross Reblagatti or
And
Reblagatti, but however
as
you say it.
as the great Robin Williams said, marijuana enhances many things: colors, scents, sensations. It certainly doesn't make you fucking empowered. Not unless there's a goddamn Hershey bar at the end of the run.
All right. And in chat we got fact, fiction, another fact. So a lot of facts here, only one fiction. Chris, you're pretty much right, dude. Calms your body down and allows you to shoot straighter.
Yeah, I figured that like that would be cheating because like when you're doing something that's like super finite, like shooting guns, I can only imagine that you being able to like breathe slower and like calm your nerves, like you're going to be more accurate. And like that's an instantaneous thing for a lot of people. A lot of people will just that's like the whole idea of a nightcap, right? Like people that are like had a horrible day and like they're worried about carrying it to bed, they'll take a nightcap and that just like puts them in that extra little bit of quicker sleep and hopefully it makes them feel better the next day. So it makes sense. All right. You guys ready for my next one?
Yeah.
Hopefully I word it fair. We'll see how this all goes. Okay. So different parts of your tongue taste different things.
Yeah, fact.
James going with a fact. We'll have to wait and see what chat says. Sean, what do you say?
So I'm gonna go with that. This is a work of fiction, in that we've actually learned that there aren't these little areas, and that it's actually just a variety of different taste receptors all across your tongue.
All right, well, Sean's going like crazy in depth on that one. In the chat, I'd say that there's like more facts than fiction, but there are a few fictions. Um, so I'm just gonna like go now, and I'm gonna say, so it's fiction. It's actually the truth is that we detect all tastes on every part of our tongue roughly the same amount, right? So like the side of your tongue or the top of your tongue or the tip of your tongue, like they basically all can taste the same, unless they're damaged, of course. But I'm pretty sure if your taste buds are damaged, you're gonna know about that. So yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's actually like everywhere on your tongue tastes the same amount.
Yep.
Because I always thought it was like the opposite way.
We were shown that picture in the
And it
books
was
in
like
school.
cut out as to like
Yeah.
what, you know what I mean?
They broke down these sections of your tongue, and so that's what we were taught as kids growing up.
Maybe it's
100%.
maybe it's just that they may be a little bit more like sensitive or whatever, because like it may be not as much tissue at those certain points, so it may just feel more intense.
Well, ultimately, like it's from what I've read, it's what I was saying. Like they've learned that we just have these 5 different types of taste bud on the tongue, and they're basically just evenly dispersed across the whole space of your tongue. And yeah, you taste no matter where it hits your
Dude,
tongue.
I wonder if like your tongue looks like one of those TVs, you know, when a pixel burns out and it's like the whole TV is good, but there'll be like that one black pixel, like very small, and then like if they keep on
Yo,
going, or it's
prob-
like you know, it's like your tongue's probably like that, bro.
under a microscope, probably, because like what I've seen is like they look like these little like pillars almost under a microscope.
Like trichomes.
So like, yeah, one would probably just look all fucked up. That's a crazy thought to think
bro.
about.
Dude,
So
taste buds.
yeah,
Maybe you only taste things in certain places because you've tricked your mind to think that, Ern.
oh
Yeah, like
yes.
because if you think about it, like most
you've been told
people,
that all
especially
these
people,
years.
yeah, most people's like tip of their tongue is going to be the not the greatest at tasting because it's like the most abused part of your tongue, I would assume. It rests against your teeth when you're talking. It's the one flipping around. It's the first one to touch the soup when it's hot.
Dude,
Yeah,
I've
I'm always
burned
burning the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, so many times, bro.
Yeah, man.
French bread pizzas. Fuck you mean I'm supposed to wait 5 minutes?
Hot Pockets, bro.
Yeah, wait 2 minutes to cool. You wait 2 minutes to cool.
Dude, toaster strudel sometimes
I was gonna say
knock me back,
anything you
bro.
either pop in the microwave or in the toaster, bro, can get you, dude.
Dude, yeah, I've definitely got bit by a toaster strudel before.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yo, they used to make, I don't know if they make them anymore, but they made these toaster scrambles, so they'd have like hot cheese and egg
I
inside.
think that they still have those.
Like you get bit by that hot cheese.
Watch out for them Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches too, bro. Them bitches will get you.
Yeah, that lava cheese in there.
All right.
That's a good one.
Let's see if we can get one more.
Cicero says Gene Simmons' tongue can detect solar flares.
He's not wrong. And speaking of space things, did you know that fact or fiction, astronauts don't snore? Let me be a little more fair and direct. Astronauts in space don't snore.
I'll say that's fact because you got to think about it. They don't have any gravity being pushed down on any areas to cause them to snore. So like their airways would be more free.
Oh, true, actually. That's true, because yeah, like it's not like you have gravity of like whatever weight you have on your chest or like skin, bones, fat, whatever resting on you. Oh,
think about it.
It's like very easy breathing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that that's a fact.
Dude, the double shed time might have helped me on this one.
I think it might have.
I see a fiction. We got another fiction.
Space is fake.
Fiction. A lot of fictions coming through.
Yeah, dude, because it is.
So you guys are hitting us with the fact that they're saying fiction. It's actually a fact, and in your face, chat.
It
is pretty much what James is talking about. It's the fact that because of the weightlessness of space, the muscles in your throat that cause you to snore are obviously not affected by gravity, so they're not going to fall into a place to create the vibration of snoring.
Boom. In your face, chat. Maybe you guys should have
Boom.
double shed time too.
Dude, that'd be cool, man. Like, so ultimately, instead of having like CPAP machines, they should just have like
Yeah.
anti-gravity rooms.
Yo, could you imagine an anti-gravity
dude.
bed? Let's
Dude, just a
go.
fucking sensory deprivation tank, bro. They make
I
you
don't want to
Yeah.
sleep in that though.
but they make you weightless, dude.
I mean, it'd be cool to do, but I don't want to sleep in it.
I mean,
I
not
think that a
every night.
massive fear of mine would be sleeping in liquid, like in water. Nah,
Dude, if there's
I
like
don't-
an anti-gravity chamber you could just sleep in and just like float.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
or like you just flip a switch in your bedroom, and it just fucking like
Yeah,
zero
you're just
pressures your
floating.
bedroom.
Think about that and think about all the shit that you have around in your room, dude. That's just gonna go flying everywhere.
Yo, dude, listen, I will have a separate bedroom for my normal bedroom.
He's like, that's why I said a chamber, dude. Just like
Yeah, I'll have like a vault where I sleep, and I zero pressure it.
dude,
Yeah,
all it is, bro, is it's literally like a fucking like box
it's like
that
the
goes around
it's
your
like the
bed
iron
itself,
lung, you know?
and you just fucking hop in it.
I like it. I'm here for it. Let's get one.
Crazy. All right, is it on me now? Oh,
It
shit.
is.
Where did my window go here? All right, you guys have seen a trend for me here, so very sports related. All right, here we go. No, I don't like that one. I don't like that one either. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the original one I was looking at. All right, here we go. Until 1936, the jump ball in basketball took place at the center of the court every basket made.
Dude, honestly, it seems not even outrageous. But I feel like that year might have been wrong. That's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like that might have been like pre 1900. It might have been that way. Because like I feel like in 1936, like there was already pretty big professional basketball leagues. Like I think that there might have even been a professional basketball team from Toronto called like the Toronto Huskies, like way back in the day. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is fiction.
All right. I'm gonna go with facts. Just to split the difference here.
All right, so we're on me, right? So fact and fiction. So let's see in chat. Fiction, fact, fiction. So it's pretty split just in general, bro. So with that, it is a fact. Every basket made up until 1936, dude. Could you imagine that?
Wow.
Just return to the center. Jumpo.
Yeah, instead of fucking just going out of bounds and just passing it in. You know what I mean?
That's fucking crazy though. Like, man, honestly, those games must have been like
Mad
kind of
long.
boring. Yeah, like not anywhere near as exciting. You'd like barely ever get like,
There wouldn't be
nah,
as much play.
no, there wouldn't be as many fast breaks, like quick breakouts, like all sorts of different things.
Well, I mean, it was the gentleman's sport in those days.
Was it though? Really? That's crazy.
That's how
No,
most
I
sports
know.
started.
I mean,
well, some of them.
to be fair, this is also
That's how
an
they got
era.
fucking legitimized, at least. Is
We're
gentlemen
also
were
talking
like,
about
"Oh,
an
let's-"
era of like segregation. So you had like,
Oh,
you
I wasn't
know,
even thinking about that.
yeah, like it's a whole different time in American history.
Damn, dude. That's all I'm
So at
telling
least
you
from
right
that
now.
perspective,
It's over 100 years ago, dude.
yeah, Massachusetts happens to be the birthplace.
Or under 100 years ago.
Strangely, Springfield, Mass.
Over
It's so
100.
weird.
All right. So What we got, Chris, or is it back to Chris for the last one, dude?
Yeah. You can
And the
Chris
last
walk all
one.
over this one.
Okay. Last one is the term OMG started in the 1990s.
Yeah. I would probably say fact.
Oh my God.
People sending messages on beepers or like texting in the late. Are you just saying the 90s in general? So no like specific era in the 90s, just somewhere within the 90s.
Yeah, like in the 90s. Yeah, in like
Yeah,
that decade.
I'll say fact.
James going
Oh
fact.
yeah, AOL chat rooms, bro, for sure, dude. Chat
We
rooms is where
gotta
all the fucking little things started out, right? Before text messages.
I'm I'm
we
just
got a
gonna
few
go.
facts in chat.
I'm gonna go
We
for
got a
fiction.
fiction.
You're gonna go fiction?
Sean's going fiction also. Same as Tooney. You and Tooney are on the same vibe. All right. There's a lot of facts in chat. Sean picked fiction. James picked fact. Kevin just threw in a late fiction. And this actually is fiction.
Damn it.
There's it actually can be traced back to 1917 is like the date, I guess, that it says. But there was like a really famous letter, I guess, from World War One. And when the officer like wrote this letter, he put OMG and in parenthesis he put oh my God. And like that's how old it can be tracked back to. So I think that it
Wow.
just became really popular like once the internet started because it was a simple way of people saying things because you had to start shortening everything by text. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually over 100 years old.
Shorthand was still popping back in the early 1900s.
Real.
Damn.
Imagine only being able to
Crazy.
write in shorthand.
OMG.
Yeah, for real, bro. OMG might be
Because like
FFO.
I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I use all those things all the time. Like even like I would put NGL. I wouldn't put not gonna lie. I would just put
LFG,
NGL.
bro. LFG.
Yeah, like LFG, like
Dude, isn't it
BRB.
crazy that like Tom Brady is the guy that made that like fucking he said it like coming out at one point or some shit and it was on TV and then all of a sudden everybody just started saying let's fucking go.
Yeah. Oh well, I think that people are saying, but yeah, like I think that that's when people kind of picked it up and were like, "Let's fucking
Yeah.
go."
Yeah, that was like the
Like,
pop star moment where like the big celebrity used it
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it was like a thing.
So I'm sure I probably had said it before in the past, but like I hear it everybody saying it now. Like
Yeah.
dude, there's literal like fucking gifs and emojis and stuff dedicated strictly to LFG, bro.
And then like every theme you want. You want anime, you want realistic, you want cute animal, it doesn't matter. You want sport, you got it.
Yeah, you want Tom Brady himself saying it with its coming up on the screen at the bottom repeatedly.
Can we just take a moment of silence for the Patriots fans in the world?
Oh, dude.
sorry. I mean,
I don't care, but sorry guys. It's the end
no,
of
they're
the
probably
year.
happy, bro. They're probably like, nice. He had a good run. He won a ton of titles. Like, I have had a really good time being a Patriots fan for the last 30 years, so everything's okay. Maybe not 30. Maybe it's like 20, but still, all the people in New England, kid, could be upset about it.
Oh yeah, it's they're crying. They're crying into their Sam Adams.
Don't worry, Nick. We ended up taking 2 shed time breaks, bro. World's first, believe it or not. And I feel like it helped me out at certain points during the fact or fiction round. Not gonna lie, dude. I will say this: I haven't vaped anything but this banana all show. I haven't even reached for the mango.
Dude, yeah, I will say that it's nice. It's like a good. I could vape this for a while.
Dude, I forgot
It's
how.
definitely a little bit sweeter than like I think I could all day, every day. You know what I mean? Yeah, I will say that it's on the sweeter side, but it's good.
Dude, I also forget how good the original RDA for vaping vapes, dude. Such a banger. I almost feel like the tool holes is
Earn.
a little much now.
Go Lions, go! There you go, Earn. Good for you. VADV, dude.
D-Town.
Whenever it's your time for shed time,
Shed
it's your
time
time for
squared.
shed time, bro.
Nice. Yeah, dude. Nice. But yeah, guys, I feel like that's gonna wrap up tonight's episode. Though I feel like this is a pretty good episode because I got another delicious liquid to add to the arsenal, and hopefully you guys will be able to grab it up pretty soon as well. Definitely recommendation from I think I could speak for all of us. I think all of us would recommend it if you're into banana or custards, or maybe even want to try out a banana. This would probably be a good start because it's not too heavy. It's definitely got a nice creamy aspect to it. Got a nice custard, aspect, a little butteriness, as the flavors mingle in the old mouth hole as you're vaporizing, inhaling, exhaling. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, good, solid addition there, Will. I will say, man. But with that, I feel like we're gonna do it like we always do it, and I might end it by throwing it to good old Uncle Chris.
Well, I'm gonna say thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for participating in chat. It's always great. Yeah, I'll just do like my normal show, the Shed Time Podcast. So just go to shedtimepodcast.com, check it out, give us a listen, give us a review. That'd be honestly just all that I'd ask for. Actually, that'd be incredible. But if you guys do that, that'd be awesome. I think other than that, I'm just gonna say everybody be safe, have a good week. We'll catch you on the next one. Sean, take it away.
Yes, sir. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you all in the replay. And, of course, big shout out to all of you out there in chat, keeping it extra interesting and fun. We do appreciate all the interaction.
So I just did you see that, Chris? Grim's like, oh, later, gents. The layer cake is good.
That's a fact. Carry on, Sean. That is a fact. Thank you.
Dude,
It is a fact.
I was like, oh, Uncle Chris, did you see that, bro?
Yeah. It is the truth. But yeah, with all of that, check out Shed Time Podcast if you haven't. Shed Time Studios on YouTube if you want to catch some past episodes in the video format, if that's more your speed. And then other than that, you guys already know what I'm going to tell you. Don't let the best get you down. Be cool. Don't be a dick. And whatever it is that you do, be sure and have some fun.
And it's that time for my favorite segment of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Some wise words of wisdom, some food for thought for all of you guys to think about over the weekend. From my main man, it's time for a little bit of some Confucius say. And let me tell you guys, they be saying some shit, dude. And today, Confucius say, before becoming master fisherman, you must be masturbator.
This is true.
True.
Very true.
All right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to leave you guys with tonight, because the rest of the stuff over here is a little too crazy. He's been getting into the sauce, I think, and sending me messages, and not all of them are kid friendly. I'm not saying that we have any kids watch it, but dude, chill out, Confucius. Anyways, make sure you guys stay tuned for next week's episode. Not 100% sure what we're going to do. Maybe... what we got here? We're 2 weeks into the month. Should we do a Shedhead session maybe next week? Or should we save that for the end of the month?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, save it for the end of the month is what we're going to do. We'll figure out something else for next Friday. So stay tuned. Go check out the Shed Time podcast in the meantime. And hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves. Be responsible, all that good stuff. As Ashton Palmer would say, remember, guys, moderation is key. We didn't really think about that tonight with double shed time, but hey, sometimes you just gotta have some fun. So go out, go have some fun, enjoy yourselves, which I'm gonna do later on with some more shed time. So Gonna end as I always do, sending out positive vibes, crisp high fives, and as always, it's just vape on, Shedheads.